From the dawn of humanity, we've gazed at the stars, pondered the earth, and asked, where did it all begin? Genesis offers a divine answer, one of order, purpose, and a creator's will. But in today's world, science paints a different picture: chaotic explosions, evolving life forms, and billions of years in the making. Can these two perspectives coexist, or are they destined to clash? Genesis opens with a profound declaration: in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. It's a story that has inspired billions, guiding faith, culture, and identity for millennia. Over 6 days, the universe takes shape, light emerges, land and seas are separated, plants flourish, stars and moons are hung in the sky, and ultimately, humanity is formed in God's image. It's an awe-inspiring account of divine power and purpose. But alongside this narrative stands science, with its own grand explanation. The Big Bang Theory tells us the universe began around 13.8 billion years ago, from an infinitely dense point exploding outward, creating space and time. Life itself, according to evolution, emerged slowly over billions of years, from simple cells to the complexity we see today. In this video, we'll explore these two perspectives side by side, asking tough questions and uncovering surprising parallels. Is Genesis a poetic metaphor? Does science disprove God? Or is there a deeper truth that connects them both? Stay with us as we unravel one of humanity's oldest debates. Genesis begins with a powerful declaration: in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. On the first day, light is separated from darkness, creating day and night. The second day brings the creation of the sky, dividing the waters above and below. On the third day, dry land emerges, and plants and trees begin to grow. The fourth day fills the sky with the sun, moon, and stars, marking time and seasons. The fifth day brings life to the waters and skies, fish swim in the seas, and birds take flight. On the sixth day, God creates animals on the land and finally forms humanity in His image. On the seventh day, God rests, sanctifying this day as holy. But alongside the Genesis narrative stands science, with its own grand explanation for the origins of the universe. According to the Big Bang Theory, the cosmos began approximately 13.8 billion years ago from an infinitely dense point that exploded outward, creating space and time. This initial explosion gave birth to galaxies, stars, and planets, shaping the universe we know today. Life itself, science tells us, emerged billions of years later. Through a process called evolution, simple single-celled organisms gradually transformed into complex forms of life. Over time, plants, animals, and eventually humans appeared. Unlike Genesis, this process was not completed in days but unfolded over eons. To many, the scientific account may seem to conflict with Genesis. Yet, both stories describe a progression from chaos to order, from emptiness to life. Could these similarities hint at a deeper connection between science and scripture? Or do they stand irreconcilably opposed? Let's explore. Science gives us tools to observe and interpret the world, but interpretations can shift as new discoveries emerge. Genesis, however, provides a timeless foundation. It describes creation not as random chaos, but as deliberate and purposeful, aligning with what we see today: a universe fine-tuned for life. Take the Big Bang, for instance. It tells us the universe had a beginning, a point of creation. Isn't that precisely what Genesis says? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Even modern science struggles to explain how something could come from nothing. Genesis answers that question: the universe was brought into existence by a creator, and what about life itself? Evolution describes a process. But it doesn't explain the spark, how non-living matter became alive. Genesis tells us God breathed life into humanity, giving us not just physical bodies but also souls, a concept science cannot measure or replicate. The Bible's consistency over thousands of years, its alignment with key observations of the natural world, and its ability to answer the why behind existence make it a foundation no scientific theory can replace. As we explore further, we'll see how the Genesis account aligns with truth in ways science alone cannot. Science has given us remarkable tools, but history shows us that it is far from infallible. Consider past scientific truths that have been overturned. For centuries, people believed the Earth was the center of the universe, a view upheld by science until it was proven wrong. Scientists once thought diseases were caused by bad air before germ theory revolutionized medicine. Even today, science has limitations. It can explain mechanisms, but it struggles with questions of purpose or morality. For example, science describes how life evolved, but it cannot explain why life exists or what gives it meaning. Science often evolves, revising its theories as new evidence emerges. But the Bible has stood unchanged, offering answers to life's deepest questions for thousands of years. While science debates the origins of the universe, Genesis begins with clarity. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. As we look to the future, science will undoubtedly uncover more details about our world, but it cannot replace the timeless truths found in Scripture. The Bible doesn't shift with theories, it remains a foundation we can trust. Throughout history, civilizations have crafted their own creation stories to explain the origins of the world. The Babylonians spoke of gods battling in chaos to form the earth. Hindu traditions describe an eternal cosmic cycle, with no clear beginning or end. Native American myths often feature animals as central figures in creation, but Genesis stands apart. It begins not with chaos or violence, but with a single creator speaking the universe into existence. It emphasizes order, purpose, and humanity's unique relationship with God. Unlike other myths, Genesis doesn't rely on gods who are flawed or battling for power. Instead, it reveals a perfect God who creates out of love and intention. This uniqueness makes Genesis more than a myth. It's a divine revelation, timeless, consistent, and unmatched in its depth and meaning. While other stories reflect human imagination, Genesis reflects the truth of a creator shaping the world with purpose. Genesis offers more than a story, it provides a foundation for understanding our world, our purpose, and our creator. Where science evolves and myths fade, Genesis remains timeless, consistent, and unmatched in its depth and meaning. Its message transcends history. God's creation is intentional, ordered, and filled with purpose. It reminds us that we are not here by chance, but by design. As you reflect on the creation story, consider how it speaks to your own life and the world around you. If this video inspired you, join us on this journey of discovery. Subscribe to Faith Freedom Network, share this video, and support our work as we continue to bring the Bible to life. Together, let's uncover the timeless truths of Scripture.